Let me tell you about a robot. Not just any robot, this was 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 900. We just called him 900, because saying all those numbers takes too long, and time is precious, like a perfectly grilled steak. Steak. 900 was from the Bronx. Yeah, the Bronx. He had the attitude, he had the chrome. I'm a cop. He was less beep boop and more AYO, watch it. He was built tough, built strong, built to get things done. This robot was pure power, with a heart of gold probably, or at least some very shiny, well-maintained gears. He was ready for adventure.
Then there was Captain N. My man. Captain N was cool, smoother than a fresh jar of peanut butter. He was the brains. He was the calm in the storm, while 900 was all rare. Let's go. Captain N was like, hold up, let's think about this. Then we go. He was an African-American hero, smart, stylish, and always ready with a plan. He had to be, with 900 as his partner. I'm a cop. Imagine trying to keep that much robot energy focused. I'm a cop. Captain N was the perfect partner for a Bronx bot. They were an unstoppable team.
Whoosh! Their transport ship, the Literary Lightning, landed smoother than a buttered baby seal on an ice rink. Tokyo Narita Intergalactic Airport was insane. Holograms everywhere. I'm a cop. Robots zipping past on tiny little segways made of light. People with hair and colors Terry didn't even know existed. It was bright. It was loud. It was Tokyo.
By the great gears of my grandmother board, this place is illuminated.
Captain N just chuckled, taking it all in stride. He'd seen a few galaxies in his time, but even he had to admit, future Tokyo had a certain zing. Getting through customs was an adventure in itself. I'm a cop. A little floating eyeball robot scanned 900.
Statement of purpose. Metallic life form. We are here on a mission of utmost literary importance to arm the minds of Tokyo's finest with the power of the printed word. So, library delivery? That's the short version, yes. We have all the proper clearance codes, officer.
He handed over a data chip. The eyeball scanned it, then zipped away, probably to tell its eyeball friends about the loud robot. I'm a cop. It was a whole scene, man. The airport was a sensory overload. Vending machines sold everything from sushi-flavored soda to tiny, self-assembling bonsai trees. I'm a cop. And then they saw it. The party limo. Oh my goodness. It wasn't just a limo, it was a land yacht, stretched longer than a Monday morning. It was painted in chameleon colors, shifting from electric blue to hot pink to neon green. It had fins, big ones, and lights, so many flashing, pulsing, strobing lights. The windows were tinted darker than a villain's soul. The driver stepped out. He was a small, impeccably dressed man in a silver suit wearing sunglasses, even though it was probably artificially day-cycled.
Captain N and Mr. 900, I presume. Your chariot to enlightenment awaits,
he said with a bow. This was going to be something else. Inside? Whoa! It was like a nightclub on wheels, plush velvet seats that looked like giant marshmallows, a disco ball hanging from the ceiling, spinning lazily, a sound system that 900 immediately started interfacing with.
Captain, this audio equipment is adequate,
he boomed as a bass line suddenly vibrated through the floor. There was a mini fridge stocked with glowing energy drinks and tiny, perfectly formed sushi rolls. Captain N sank into a marshmallow seat. The party limo, with all its flashing glory, pulled up to a building that was both ancient and futuristic. The Tokyo Metropolitan Library. It was huge. Stone lions guarded the entrance, but they had glowing cybernetic eyes. Old school meet new school. This was the place. 900 practically vibrated with excitement.
The sanctum of knowledge, the citadel of comprehension. We have arrived,
he announced to the entire street. Captain N just shook his head, a smile playing on his lips.
All right, big fella. Let's get these books inside, and try not to scare the librarians.
Easier said than done, my friends. As they approached the massive entrance, a figure stepped out. A big figure. Muscles on top of muscles, wearing a cop's uniform that seemed to be struggling to contain his sheer awesomeness. It was him, Checkpoint, played by John Cena if this were a movie, and you could see him.
Cops Connection.
Reading Rainbow Renegades Unite.
Inside the cops annex, it was buzzing. Not literally, well, maybe a little from all the tech, but it was busy.
Blitz, heal, or I'm confiscating your squeaky data chip,
Bowser grumbled, his voice a low, rumbling growl that somehow sounded endearing. Blitz let out a series of happy barks and whirs, then sat obediently, tail still wagging like a metronome on overdrive. It was a beautiful partnership, man and machine dog. Then, a blur of motion. A figure on what looked like rocket-powered roller skates zipped past, nearly knocking over a stack of books 900 was carefully levitating.
Whoa, sorry about that, Chief. Gotta go fast.
It was Turbo Two-Tone, or rather Mace with his signature speed. He was all sleek lines and aerodynamic hair. He skidded to a halt.
New recruits or just fans of fast literature delivery?
Captain N introduced themselves and their cargo.
All right, heroes. All that knowledge distribution works up an appetite. How about we hit the Hard Rock Cafe Tokyo? My treat. They've got a burger there that's bigger than Blitz's ego.
900 sensors perked up.
Hard Rock Cafe. My databanks indicate this establishment serves legendary portions of fried alimentation. Intriguing. Lead the way, checkpoint. I could eat a cyber horse.
Which, in future Tokyo, might actually be on the menu. Yikes. The Hard Rock Cafe Tokyo was exactly what you'd expect, but more. Louder, shinier, with guitars from rock legends that probably hadn't even been born yet in our time. Holographic rock stars shredded invisible solos on stage. The place was packed. Robots, humans, a few aliens trying to look inconspicuous. It was a melting pot of intergalactic rock appreciation. Checkpoint being Checkpoint got them the best table in the house, probably by just standing there and looking impressive. The waitress, a cat girl with a tail that swished rhythmically to the music, purred.
Welcome to the Hard Rock. What can I get for you, big guys?
Ordering was an experience. Checkpoint, true to his word, ordered the Mount Fuji of Meats burger. During a lull in the wing-induced steam venting from 900, Captain N leaned back, sighing contentedly.
Man, this is great, Checkpoint. But you know what I sometimes miss from the good old 21st century? A giant Walmart. Just aisles and aisles of stuff. You could get a year's supply of tube socks and a family-sized bag of questionable cheese puffs, all in one place.
Walmart, you say? We have something similar here. Megamart Galaxy. It's so big you need a map and a Sherpa, but the bulk discounts on protein powder? Unbeatable.
900, having successfully processed the atomic wings with only minor internal alarms, chimed in.
My historical databases indicate Walmart was a significant cultural and economic force. Their greeters were legendary for their unwavering enthusiasm.
He paused, his optical sensors focusing intently.
Additionally, I have logged extensive data on a confectionery establishment known as Krispy Kreme. The Hot Now sign was apparently a beacon of pure joy for sugar-seeking humanoids. Is this accurate, Captain N?
His voice was filled with genuine robotic curiosity. He was learning about the important things in life. Captain N chuckled.
Accurate is an understatement, 900.
As the Hard Rock Cafe visit wound down and 900's internal temperature returned to nominal, they all felt a sense of satisfaction. The books were delivered, the cops were happy, bellies were full. Captain N leaned back, looking at his companions.
Well, gentlemen, I'd say this mission was a resounding success. We navigated a party limo, infiltrated a library, and survived atomic chicken wings. All in a day's work, eh?
He grinned. It had been chaotic, sure, but it was the good kind of chaos, the kind that makes you feel alive, or in 900's case, optimally functional. Checkpoint nodded, a satisfied look on his face.
You guys were great. Seriously, 900, your book sorting skills are second to none, and Captain N, your ability to stay cool when your robot partner is about to spontaneously combust from spice? Impressive.
He gave them both a thumbs up that could probably crack walnuts.
The cops of Tokyo owe you one. If you ever need a ridiculously strong guy to open a stubborn jar, or, fight some intergalactic bad guys, you know who to call.
Their next stop was a secure C.O.P.S substation hidden deep beneath the city. This was serious business. They were here to meet the big boss, the head honcho, the man with the plan. Bulletproof, P.J. O'Malley himself if we're keeping the C.O.P.S cartoon spirit alive. The doors hissed open into a high-tech briefing room. And there he was, looking stern but fair, a true leader.
Captain N, 900, welcome. I trust your literary delivery mission was successful?
He had that classic no-nonsense C.O.P.S commander vibe. Captain N stepped forward.
Yes, sir, Mr. Bulletproof. The books are safely with Checkpoint and the team. They were very appreciative. All assets delivered according to protocol. Morale amongst recipients appears to be significantly elevated.
Bulletproof allowed himself a small smile.
Excellent.